Hello, everybody. Welcome to Scampone Training. I'm G. I'm here with some items. And today I want to talk about some isometric pieces. I'll be going over them live and bringing some of them onto your screen. I'm just going to take a moment to let some people get in. I have a lot going on right now. The cameras there, the laptop's there, the equipment's here. As you can see here, I have the Harambe system bag. And next to it here, I have the Isomax footplate. You can tell by the orange on the bottom here. And right, the camera's here, right? The camera's here. We're going to open up just this bag of goodies here, okay? We're going to do it live. I'm hoping everyone is having a great 2025 so far. I'm hoping 2025 is bringing you some of your hopes and dreams and wishes. It has done so for me so far. Okay, the Harambe system is a resistance band system. And it comes with this beautiful bag here. I'd like to make note about one thing. When I picked up these tools, these isometric tools, I made sure that I got all of the accessories that I wanted. And the cost of your health and fitness is worth whatever you're going to pay for any of these pieces of equipment. So, for example, like today I had someone who was talking to me about joining a gym and asking me whether they should pick the cheaper of the two options. And I told them it's not about the money. And they said, well, for me, it's about the money. And I said, both are relatively affordable. Both options are relatively affordable. So consider the cost of your fitness over the long term. And how much would you be willing to invest over the long term for your mental and physical health? And so in that way, that the cost of the gym shouldn't matter. Anyway, here we go. With this cool nifty bag, the Harambe system bag, I'm able to fit the Isomax into it. So I have the Isomax here. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I have the Isomax here, and it fits right inside of the Harambe system bag. One thing I'd like to mention, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, we're getting slightly redundant here with the foot plates. So let's just talk about the foot plates, because for some reason, that seems to be where I keep talking about, and like everyone is just building foot plates as their base. So this is the Harambe system. This is much heavier than the Isomax. Here's the Isomax. Here's the Harambe system. This one's much heavier. See the bottom of it? Both have rubber grips on the bottom, but the Harambe system came with a rubber pad. So this is very lightweight. So I'm going to move forward with this piece for now. I'm going to move forward with the Isomax piece for now, because I want to demonstrate something for everybody here live, and I want to make sure that it's ergonomical for me, because that's another part of this whole process is your at-home option or in-person gym. It should be ergonomical, and you shouldn't have to fight to get a workout in, to set up a workout. It should be pretty straightforward. So practicality, light foot plate I'm going with. Can you see that? I might have to lower this. See, I need a DJ. Is that what it's called? A producer. I need a producer. I'm the producer. I'm the director. I'm the demonstrator. I'm it all. And sometimes you get sick of yourself, if we're being honest. But tonight's not one of those nights. That's why I'm here for the people, and I still feel like I have to back up. Anyway, so I have a yoga strap that I've been doing isometrics, both in person and online. Now that yoga strap is called the Hugger Mugger. I don't have that yoga strap here with me, so there's an issue here. I told the people I was going to use a yoga strap and the foot plate to demonstrate some isometric positions, but again, I left the yoga strap at the gym. But it got me thinking, follow me here. As I was trying to work in the foot plate and the strap with the yoga strap didn't have the numbers. The yoga strap didn't have the numbers, but the Isomax strap does. So let me just explain in further detail what I'm talking about here. So going back to using a strap with a foot plate. Okay. So we're going to start with some standing positions. And I wrote all these down. Where did I write these down? I think on my phone. I could find them on my phone. But anyway, we're going to start standing. And we're going to put it on loop 35. So why I think we should move towards a strap that is numbered so that we can communicate better. You and I, because this is not about me, this is about you. So we can communicate better. I can tell you to put it on strap 35 and you'll be at the same height that I am. So the isometric Zercher squat. Let's just talk through some technical things here. The natural curve of the spine needs to be intact. When you start to feel like your spine's tucking underneath because your body wants to do that, it starts tucking underneath. Now we have issues, okay? So keep the natural curve, S curve in the spine. Get as deep into the squat as you can get while maintaining this slight curve. And that's your position that you're going to be at. So back to this here. Once again, natural curve in the spine. And I'm maintaining that by isometrically contracting my lumbar muscles. So now I'm driving my knees a little bit wide here. So I'm getting some abduction. And I'm squeezing my glutes. I'm like corkscrewing my feet into the ground. Okay, so this is what I mean when using a strap with a foot plate. Let's go into further detail here. This is what I was messing around with earlier. Again, using the number system to communicate more appropriately with the people. We're going to go to number 20. Let's see here. Let's go to number 20. Let's go to number 20. One of my favorites lately has been just the hip flexion, where one foot is driving down and back and one foot is driving away from the body. Nice and tall in your posture and legs straight, dorsiflex in the ankle. So this is like marching, running, sprinting, walking. So this is where we can start to work in, be super creative here. Going right into the reverse squat. So I had a gentleman today that was doing hip abduction, which we'll do that here shortly. It was his first time doing isometric hip abduction. I might as well do it while we're speaking here. First time doing an isometric hip abduction, just like this, and he couldn't balance. And he was getting super frustrated about it. So I went and got him some PVC pipes to hold on to. Maybe I should pause and I'll speak on that more. Well, I might as well do that. That's a technical portion of this. Don't be ashamed to use something for your balance. So I have clients use PVC pipes. I've had clients use broomsticks and I just taped rubber bottoms to them. I've used a pool stick. Okay. So don't be afraid when you're doing isometrics like this, single leg stuff. For example, hip extension. You can hold on to something. It's okay. You can hold on to something. And then as you get better at it, let go. And what Brad Thorpe recommends is when you're doing any low body isometrics, do like a prayer position and squeeze your upper body together. Press everything together so that like it's one, going to keep your center of gravity close to you and you're just isometrically contracting your upper body. So, wow, we're going to get This is going to get a little weird. We're going to get on the ground because that's, I think, what's most important for us. The Harambe system, we'll come back to that here shortly. Let's see, maybe I can keep it in the shot. Can this be my setup area over here? How am I doing? Is anybody following along? Okay, let's see here. Okay, just stop right there. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I think this is gonna work. Let me get the Isomax out of here. If you want me to demonstrate anything, let me know. I have some room and you could see me. But for those just getting in here, I'm using a foot plate provided by the Isomax. And I'm using a strap, which can either be a yoga strap or the Isomax strap that comes with it. And just creating more versatile system with the Isomax and any other foot plate that you have. So I was just doing a standing Zercher squat and some hip flexion and hip abduction. Here, I want to show you just lying on the ground. There's some things that we have to cover really quick. Can you see me and hear me? I hope you can hear me. Okay, so let's put this on loop. If you have your Isomax right now, go get it. Let's put this on loop 12. So this is where things get interesting. Can you see me still? That's great. So normally I have my clients on a stretch table, you know, like a stretch table, but here, you have to make sure that one foot is driving. Can you hear me? You have to make sure one foot's driving down. Okay. And into the plate. So you're going to be able to do everything you can do with Isophit or Isorack. Not everything. This is just a variation of it. Just using the tools that you have at home. Again, try to figure out how you can use a foot plate and a strap. So you have to remember that one foot or one part of your body needs to be driving onto the foot plate, or else this is not going to work. Okay, once again, getting back to hip abduction here, one of my favorites. This is just another variation of getting to it. And I like this because you have 2 points of resistance. My left leg is driving into the strap. My right leg is driving into the foot plate. And here, this is a little bit more user-friendly than the standing hip abduction, because the standing hip abduction, once again, you have to use your balance. Here you don't. And here we're getting a little bit of obliques too. If you want to work more obliques, you get something like this in. But again, to get this done right, you have to put something on the foot plate. Does anybody have anything they want me to demonstrate while we're here and I'm on the ground? Listen, I may not know it all, and I may not have it all, but I'm on the ground for the people, and that says something. Anyway, let's continue on here. Does anybody have any questions? Otherwise, I'm going to continue. I hope this is providing some content and value for you. Okay, so once again, something needs to be on the foot plate, the hollow hold. This is one of my favorites with the strap. There's just some adjustment I'd like to make here, but for the sake of conversation, while I have you here, not getting too in depth, here's just a fantastic, one of my all-time favorite ab exercises, the hollow hold. Okay. And then for the people that are watching, the good people that have made it this far, I'm going to show you the neck flexion exercise. See, who does this type of care, this therapy? I feel like this is also a form of therapy where you can commit 20 minutes to an isometric coach per week, and the benefits are going to be huge. Okay, so neck flexion. You should have a nice. Hang on, let me grab this one. Can you see me still? You should. This is why I needed a producer. You should have a Isometrics coach put you through this exercise here, like once every 2 weeks, and this alone would be worth every dollar you spend on that coach. And I know this isn't about money, but you know, what is it about then if it's not about money? It's about just opening up to the experience of working with a personal trainer or something of that sorts. Okay, wow. So I kind of did this workout a little earlier today. Basically, what I'm going to do is put together 30 exercises, and you're going to do 45-second muscle contraction for each position. So it's going to be a 30-minute full body exercise. And it's just going to be using the foot plate and the strap. There was another item that I wanted to discuss here while I have you. Okay, let's see if I can get myself. Hold on one moment, please. Okay, that's better. Is that better? Not quite. How about now? Okay, anyway, let's just talk really quick about this one piece of equipment that I saw. Actually, one of my subscribers recommended it to me, and I never seen it before. And it looks like it's gone away from manufacturing. All right, so let's get you locked and loaded here. Give me one moment. I'm going to share my screen. Thanks to the one viewer that's watching right now. I appreciate it. It all starts with one, like right here. Okay, is it playing? Okay, I'm not going to play the music. I hope you don't hear the music. Actually, let me pause this. Okay, one rep gym. Check this out. Can you see this? Yeah, you can see it. All right, check it out. It is a standalone rack that's connected to a dynamometer and a foot plate, and that registers your force output. And you go through all these different exercises using this one machine, and it records your output. Now, let's just be clear here. I would not recommend this technique that this man is using here. I would not recommend it for anybody. So let's just put that out there. But, however, it's probably a big number that he just got there. Let's see what he get. 635. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Check this thing out. What do you guys think about this thing? But they stopped making it, it seems like. I don't know if anybody has a contact here or if anybody knows what's going on here. But I like the concept of this. This seems to be like it has some value. This is like the Isomax, but the commercial version of the Isomax, if you follow me there. Does anybody have any questions? I just demonstrated this bad boy. This thing right here, fellas and ladies, depending on who is watching. This alone is a whole machine. This is a whole machine. Congratulations. If you can figure out how to make something like this, you have a whole at-home isometric device that you can mold over time. And it's that simple. And then let's go. We'll pause this here. And we're going to go into just another isometric tool that I'd like to highlight. Thanks for being here. I hope that you guys had a great day. Because I did. How could you not? I'm going to add this to the stage. Let's see what we get here. I'm not even sure what. All right, so I'm not referencing the guy doing the cable rows here. Maybe I can find a better video. Hold on one second for me, people. I appreciate you hanging with me. You're the good people of wherever you're from. Where are you from? You don't even have to just say it out loud. You don't even have to type it. Just say it out loud. Where are you from? All right. Is it the US? Okay, so here's the Isophit. You guys looking at this? Here's the Isophit. This is the strength table. Now, if you guys know me, you know that I have the Isophit strength kit. Here's the table. Now, I like this because the table is more of a, how would you say, like a chiropractor, physical therapy type deal. You understand what I'm saying? So this is more of like, this seems to be more like therapy and care for a client. I could just see this being like similar to where this guy's at. It looks like a drop ceiling and some laminate flooring, some sort of clinic of sorts. But that's where I see the fit of that unit. And that fits me. And here we go. Look, there's me. Wow. It's weird seeing you. It's weird seeing you. Huh. Just weird. Okay, check this out. This is maybe a little bit more of what we got going on here. Okay, look like this guy has some sort of, I don't even know how to say it. Maybe I don't even want to say it, but some sort of muscle function issues or something of the sorts. Maybe. I hope I'm not misidentifying that in this guy, but this is what this is where the strength table has applicability, is through laying your behind on a table and staying put and letting the trainer manipulate your body and the bar around so you don't have to do anything except lay there and contract your muscles. I'm sure you guys can see the value in that. Okay, so let's get this out of here. I might as well demonstrate a couple other things, a couple other items. This piece here, wow. Okay, so let me just say something about this piece here. Every time I'm at the gym, I am looking for this because you can do a lot with this. I like adduction with this. Let's go here. Can you guys see me still? Squeezing in on this. It's some sort of adduction. I'm always looking for this at the gym, not realizing that it's just in my bag. If I just go in the Harambe system bag, it's there for me all the time. So one of the other things I was thinking, if I was going to have people that would employ this system, then also include some sort of yoga. What is this called? A yoga block. Include some sort of yoga block system. Lewis, good evening. Good to see you. Oh, with a little bit of round. Okay, so this is a chest fly. I mean, this is really just a money chest fly here because I've taken my arms out of it and now I'm just using my chest and I'm getting a lot of. Lewis, thanks for viewing the content. So just in any pressing in, whether it's the legs or it's the upper body, you use a yoga block for that. So if you have the strap, you can't really press in on the strap. Let's get you back in the picture here. Maybe I can just, no, I'm not going to bring this thing with me. Sorry that I'm knocking you guys all around here. I apologize for this. Hold on one moment. This isn't very professional of me, but then again, I'm not really professional. I'm just a man doing the best that he can. You see I have my oven in the shot. Okay, here we go. Wow, that's great. Okay, like I was saying, there's no way of getting adduction with the yoga strap. There's no way of getting adduction. You can get a lot of abduction, right? Like I was saying earlier. I'll have to go through my favorite exercise on this, but I'm not really sure. I'm going to put this on 10. Oh, and then I wonder if you can even use this as balance. You can't really see me fully. Anyway, you can get abduction. Can you hear me? Maybe that's more important. You can get abduction with a strap, but you can't really get much adduction. That's where the yoga block comes in. That's where we'll get something like this. So this is what I'm imagining, people. I'm imagining a online workout where your feet and body are always at the foot plate. Your feet and body are always at the foot plate. We're operating from the foot plate. Like if you think about yoga, they're always operating from the yoga mat. Why don't we do isometrics? We're always operating from the foot plate. Everything starts from there. I might as well go out there and so adduction you got to use with this. Okay, can you show some lower traps isometric exercises? Lower traps. Okay. So do you have the Isomax, Lewis? Remind me, do you have the Isomax or just with the straps? With the straps here. Now, let's do this. The traps. Of course, any sort of shrug. And the lower traps are probably more responsible for bringing the shoulders back together, the shoulder blades, the scapula together. So any sort of shrug, and make sure when you're shrugging, the beauty with isometrics is that you can, let's go to the side view here. You can, get your shoulders like here for a little bit and then pull them back for a little bit and then pull them up, be aggressive with it and pull it all the way back. Right? And then if you want to add a little bit of a heel raise to it, this is probably the best one right here because you're getting contraction from the full posterior chain and the traps. Okay, right? And then any sort of pulling movements. So let's strap this back up together here and maybe we'll get a row, a bent over row. Maybe I'll put this at, let's see, I'll put this at 25. Here's one thing to note with the straps. Can you guys see me? Maybe I'll adjust this to be better here. I mean, I thought I had this intact here. Okay, so a bent over row, right? We might want more. We might want more bend in the elbows. And if we want to do so, this is also where you can just stay neutral grip. Right here. Think about wrapping the elbows around the spine. That's going to get a lot of your low traps, upper traps. Pulling the muscles around the spine. That's what I'm thinking here. And you're also getting a little bit of a deadlift. 3, 2, 1. Okay, something to note with the strap though is when you're holding onto it, it's not ideal. That's where the bar surfaces to be better. This, like a bicep curl here, this is not the best fit. This is really not the best fit because your wrists start to rotate a little bit. But once again, like isometrics are so good, it can be imperfect and still be highly efficient. So just be careful how much you are grabbing onto things. Listen, let's be clear about something here. Grabbing onto something when you're pulling on something, all that force, no matter what, is at your forearms and your fingertips. You may be pulling 400 pounds on the deadlift, on the Isomax, but all that is being held at your fingertips. So your grip is being taxed pretty good. So always be careful how much you are holding on to things. For example, let's just go to a deadlift here. We'll do more of an upright deadlift. So no matter how many pounds you pull here, no matter how many pounds you pull here, it's going to be in your fingertips and your hands. So you have to just be careful of like how much you're pulling, you're demanding out of your wrists and your grip. Those are all small muscles. It's probably not a bad pull. 291. Like that's how convenient it is I could be live in anywhere in the world with this thing and pull 291 pounds. I don't need any weight to pull 291 pounds. Does that make sense? You don't need any weight with the Isomax to pull 291 pounds. See if I can beat it. Okay. At 377. I don't want to get crazy. And I see people with the Isomax, they pull like 800 pounds. I brought the Isomax one time to a high school. And it was like it was this high school's career day. And I show up with the Harambe system bag. And the kids run up to me because everything else there was pretty boring. No offense to everything else. But for a 16-year-old kid, it's boring. I pull out the Isomax. They start pulling on this thing. One of the high school kids that was 16 years old pulled 800 pounds on a deadlift during recess. And it was just the most incredible feat that I've seen. Then he went on to tell me that he's an all-state track runner and jumper. So that, I guess that kind of made sense. But Lewis, I hope that answered your question. Anything that's pulling your shoulders up and back is going to get your traps. And you're going to get trap definition just by pulling and grabbing onto things. Because your trap needs to be isometrically contracted a lot of the times, no matter what you're doing when you're holding on to something. So you can be doing 800 pound. That is incredible. I know. It's pretty sick. High school kid too. I think we covered a lot here. I'm feeling pretty good. I hope you guys are feeling pretty good. Just to review, the Isomax, the Harambe system, the Isomax strap can also double. The Isomax strap can also double as a, I don't even know what to call this. We got to come up with a cool nickname. It's not strap isometrics. That's not cool enough. Don't you agree that's not cool enough? What can we call strap isometrics other than strap isometrics? This is where we got to get some marketing geniuses in here. You guys are probably much smarter than me. So if you guys can come up with something that sounds cool. So once again, I'm not in the shot. My head's cut off of the shot. But anyway, you don't really need to see my face for this, but we're going to put it on level 26. This is something I've been playing around with, is just putting the strap right at the point of resistance so that, again, I'm not having to hold on to it. The tension is right at my leg. It's immediate. So I've been playing around with this. There's another exercise that I really liked here. Let me back you guys up because once again, you can't see me. Okay, one more exercise, then I got to get going. We're going to put this at level, I'll say 35. Once again, putting resistance at the legs without using my grip. These are normally called skiers on the Isophit, but here the strap is just around. Maybe I can do this. There's a lot more I can do. Okay, so once again, not using my arms. Anything, I probably want to pull my arms back and then pressing my feet into the ground. Pressing my toes into the ground. I'm feeling where the pressure is in the feet. Driving up. You can do this. I mean, this is, as you can imagine, very hard and taxing. So you can do this for a minute, 45 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever, but this is great. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so that's all I got for today, my people. I did a workout earlier. I wasn't really trying to double up, but sometimes you got to double up for the people. It's been a great ride tonight. Eagles won the Super Bowl. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. And I'm going to support my team till the end because that's what I do. Loyal to a fault. Is that what they call it? Okay, thanks. Like and subscribe if you made it this far. Be on the lookout for my strap isometrics. Over and out.